guys, it's Star the Flippin' Hippo. Thank you for joining us on our YouTube channel at Flippin' Hippos, and welcome to Back to Basics. Today I'm going to show you how to do a bulk shipping scan sheet for your shipping. This is a sheet that you would print out and take with you to the post office, or you can leave it on your porch if you do pickups, and your postal worker scans one barcode and it checks in all of your packages, no matter how many there are, and allows you to keep that stellar rating for shipping on time. If you're someone who has a lot of packages going out every day and you're not using a scan sheet and you're not getting a receipt, I would not recommend that. I know there's some folks who say that they're in a hurry, they're busy, they don't have the time, but my opinion is I always have the time to make sure that we keep our very good rating on eBay, to make sure that we don't get shipping defect dings. It can affect your account detrimentally. And if you are anyone that sells in any kind of volume, just think if you dropped 10 packages off on the counter and for whatever reason your postal worker's busy that day or just doesn't get around to it, those 10 packages may not get scanned in along the line until they're delivered, and you've now got 10 shipping defects on your account. There's not many accounts out there that can handle that many dings. It's just not feasible. So, you know, and the postal workers, for whatever reason, may not scan them in. I'm sure many of you have checked tracking on packages before, and you can see where it wasn't checked in at all until delivery, or it was checked in upon being shipped and then not again until delivery, and they're technically supposed to be checked in along the line at every stop. So it's just not a risk that we're willing to take. We always have the time to ensure that we're following best business practices and keeping our account in good standing. So the scan sheet is a way to make it faster. If you don't have a lot of time, instead of dropping them on the counter and taking that risk, you can just bring the sheet with you and have one scan take care of all of your packages. So you're not standing there while your postal worker scans 20 packages individually. The bulk sheet is an invaluable tool for all of us. It's an invaluable tool for your postal worker. They will be grateful. They will be so thankful that you bring a sheet with all of your packages. It's just a good thing to use. And so in the Back to Basics series, I'm going to show you guys today how to do it. I got a lot of requests for this, and I'm going to have to go real slow with this, you guys. You might hear a lot of starting and stopping as I record, and I will be cleverly placing blank word pads all over my screen because I do not want to share our buyers' addresses and names with you. I do need to protect their privacy, so I'm going to show you how to do it, but just be mindful that the notepads aren't there for anything shady or shisty. It's simply me protecting my buyer's privacy. So first you want to go to your seller hub, and then you want to hover over orders and go to awaiting shipment. Most of you probably know how to do that, and it will bring you to this page. And you will be looking at all of your items ready to ship. At the very left top, there's a box right here. If you check that, it will select all of your items awaiting shipment. However, just for the purposes of showing you guys this, we've just pulled 3 of our orders so that I can show you a bulk sheet. So I'm just going to individually select 3. But normally you would want to check this box up here to grab all of your items that are going out that day. Once you select all of your items, or even if you are only doing a couple to print the labels for, you're going to come up to the top up here, and under shipping action, if you click the arrow, you're going to get a drop down menu, and you want to select print shipping labels or invoices. That's going to bring you to this screen. You want to make sure that you tell this screen that you are purchasing and printing shipping labels for U.S. Postage Service or FedEx, which brings you to this screen. And this is where you would just want to double check yourself. Over here on the right underneath my notepad, obviously my buyer's names and addresses are there, but there's a place where you can make sure you've selected the proper shipping, whether it's priority or first class, and you can enter your weights. We just always do a quick double check on ourselves, because you don't want to overpay But you also want to make sure that you aren't putting less weight than what it is, because that's technically against the law. It's a federal crime. So just double check yourself and make sure that you have the proper weights put in. And then you will again want to bulk select everything up here on the left. And when you check that, it will select all of your items. And then once you have everything selected, you're going to go over here on the bottom right and push the blue button. This will bring you to this screen where you can do a final review, confirm that everything is correct. You want to put the date the labels will be used in correctly. Here's the thing, there are a lot of people that print their labels out the day before, or say on a Saturday, and then they ship their items on Monday. I just kind of try to make sure that my labels are going to have the exact day we're shipping, because you could always run into a very picky or disgruntled postal worker who actually can deny your shipment if it has the wrong date on it. It's not really that big of a deal. It's not something you're going to run into a lot, but it can happen. There has been instances where people have had items returned to them instead of going to their buyer because they printed the labels the night before. So I always just go here in this box and make sure I select the right date. Since we'll be shipping on Monday, April 1st, I'll put that in. And then you want to make sure this box right here is checked that says print scan form for these labels. It is very important that you check that box. Then you're going to click Pay with PayPal, which brings you to this screen. You should see up here in green with a check mark that you have successfully purchased 3 labels. And down here, there's another drop box. Your shipping labels are ready to print, it says. And you have a drop down menu here. So you'll obviously want to print your postage labels. And then you want to go in the drop down box to scan form and print. That will pull up this page, and this is the piece of paper that you will take with you to the post office. It is your shipment confirmation acceptance notice, otherwise known as the scan sheet. So most resellers will refer to this as just the scan sheet or the scan form, and it has here for your mailman to see how many were priority mail express, first class, and so on. And then it gives them a grand total. This is helpful for you too if you have a lot of volume going out or a very big weekend. After you print all your labels and get your shipments together and everything's ready to go, you print this sheet out, and before you go to the post office or put them out on your porch for pickup, you can do a double check and count. So if you had 10 under priority and 15 under first class, you can make sure that you have 25 total packages going out that day. Because sometimes we make mistakes and we forget one, or we don't pull it or whatever, or it falls out in the car. We've had that happen. So this is it's a nice sheet for your postal worker. They will absolutely love you for it. And it's a way for you to double check yourself and count how many packages are going out. And this right here, this barcode is what they scan, and it will check in all of your packages. You could have 10, 20, 50, or 100. And this one scan will check all of them in. It alerts eBay and gives them the tracking numbers that they've shipped, and you don't get any shipping defects for late shipments, and you can keep your good standing with eBay. And that's how you do the scan sheet, guys. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. As always, Back to Basics is an interactive series. So if there's anything that you guys want to learn, would like me to do a video on, or would like to see me share my screen to teach you guys how to do something, let me know in the comments. Do me a favor and smash the like button before you leave. That always helps the channel. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel and help us feed a hungry hippo. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We're at Flippin' Hippos across all social media. Until next time, you guys have a good night.